you prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull Ranch, brought to you by MinnesotaSports.com. I'm your host, Dave. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let's go, let's go. If you leave a comment and you are subscribed, you have a chance to win a JJ Justin Jefferson autographed jersey when I reach 3,000 subscribers. Almost there. Let's go, let's go. I am sorry. I have been doing too many videos, and they finally died. They're completely broken on both sides now. I am not doing it with headphones anymore. I don't know why. I need to buy some headphones. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Skull Rants, Minnesota Sports Talk. We're going to talk about the latest news. I'm getting a little caught up here, and I'm going to go over it with you and see what you think. I'm not reading any articles here, but as aggregated by the Purple Persuasion, Justin over there has done a great job. He's being called out all the time. Even some called out on Purple Daily and Purple for the Win on the same day, and now with Minnesota Sports Talk. He's brought up the fact that Wright, our punter, has some competition, brought up by Alec Lewis. Wright, whom the Vikings snagged as a UDFA that year, appeared to be something in his rookie season. That year, the Tulane product ranked in the top half of all punters in most categories. Last year, however, he regressed in a jarring fashion, settling near the bottom among punters in almost all meaningful metrics. Earlier this spring, the Vikings signed Seth Vernon, a Portland State product, who also went undrafted in 2022. Vernon arrived ready, impressed, and organized team activities, has launched a full-on competition. Kevin O'Connell views the Might Mirrors approach to the offensive line. Best man wins. So I advocated for bringing in that former San Diego State punter. They call him Punt God year before. He's on the NFL now. We don't have him to replace Wright. He did not look good last year at all. He did look pretty good, except for the Bears game in his rookie year. Great. It was a great move bringing in a guy. It looks like the guy's probably got the incumbent usually's got the leg up, but Ryan Wright was pretty bad last year. Unfortunately, I like the guy. I like to keep the kicker, holder, and snapper in place, but was Ryan Wright that great for that trio? I don't know. It wasn't the greatest. We got a new kicker now, so it don't matter. Might as well bring in a new punter because we don't need to keep it together. DePaulo will be a fine snapper. He's get a little long in the tooth. I think he's 35, 36 years old. But no need to keep it together because it's not together already. So, yeah, good move bringing in that punter, bringing in the competition. Best man wins. Love that. Hopefully keep it with all the positions from now on. Jordan Addison. Yeah, I'm here, And then, make the move when you have to. That was one of my biggest complaints from Kevin O'Connell is that he did make the tough decision and replace the guy that was struggling. And it showed up in the running back position, the guard position, just don't want to see it anymore. Now there's more talk coming out about JJ McCarthy. Again, all these are coming aggregated by Purple Persuasion. Now, it was said that Sam Darnold, it looks like he's going to be the starter. And then before that, they were talking about how JJ McCarthy, if he meets certain benchmarks, he could be the starter. Well, and then again, it went to Sam Darnold. It's his spot to lose. Could be all year. JJ McCarthy might not see till 2025. Now, Alec Lewis reports that will keep Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy on the 53-man roster while likely keeping Nick Mullins and cutting Jaron Hall, hoping he makes it to the practice squad. Here's the quote. Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy are obvious numbers of the roster, so the number starts at 2. Nick Mullins and Jaron Hall circumstances are less certain. The Vikings want an experienced veteran who could shield McCarthy in the event Darnold is injured. Mullins feels necessary. Hall meaningful spun the ball well this spring. He is 5 years older than McCarthy, which almost feels impossible, but the Vikings appreciate his maturity. Maybe Minnesota will try to keep Darnold, McCarthy, and Mullins while sliding Hall to practice squad. That sounds right to me. I think it was like that before, but in now we're hearing that there was a report that JJ McCarthy may have uh, the opportunity to start this year if he meets certain benchmarks again. This is recycled news, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I don't pay much mind to it. I'm still on the side that I wanted JJ McCarthy to start this year so he's ready for 2025 when we got all that cap space. But I am resigned to the fact that it looks like Sam Darnold is going to be the starter. I was already giving up. Then you just tempted me again. You pulled me back in. But yeah, Sam Darnold could succeed because he's got such a good team around him. The defense is going to be better. He doesn't have to win games. That's my hope, is that if he does start, he just stays within himself. Now, Adam Thielen made waves in a very well put together video. Seems pretty planned to go practice with JJ McCarthy in Minneapolis. All right, why not? Thielen complimented the maturity aura and plans to have a few more sessions with McCarthy. Why? Why? Why not call up your quarterback in Carolina and go practice with him? Why are you planning sessions with JJ? Why are you helping our dude? There's something behind that. You're gonna plan to have a couple more sessions, and you put out a really good video. I mean, well put together video. Like this wasn't like half ass some guy on the sideline with a shaky video. This was put together. So all right. Oh, okay. Maybe he's looking to come back. I don't know. Purple for the win. Andy said that he thought that he might be, because of the players they've got in the offseason, that Thielen might be losing more targets, and then he's looking for a way out. I don't know, but it is fishy that you're gonna wasn't just happen to, oh, you're gonna be at the field, oh, you're gonna be at the field, sure, let's catch the balls. No, go catch it with your own quarterback. That would be my thought. If you think you got that chance to win a Super Bowl with Carolina, like you said. I love Thielen. He was my favorite player when he left. He was my favorite player on the team at that point. Probably for the previous 3 or 4 years. So I was sad to see him go, but it is fishy that he's catching passes with McCarthy. And here's what he said: "I'm sure we'll get a few more sessions in before heading back to training camp. I mean, he got all the tools, that's for sure. I mean, he can't. Well, that's terrible. Right? He can swing it. He's super accurate. We're in shorts and t-shirts out there, but yeah, you can see a lot of just from accuracy, timing, and those kind of things when you're running around out there. Was this exactly what he said? He's got a maturity about him, and then you can tell that goes beyond his age, and that's step number one as QB, right? To have that maturity level, to have that kind of poise or kind of that aura around you that just feels like confidence and just a good, and it cuts off from there. But so it is good to see that Thielen is hyping up our quarterback. Thank you. We like him too. So hopefully everything is true. He looks good in shorts and looks good in pads with defensive linemen coming at him. Will that be 2024 or will that be 2025? We'll see. Now the thumbnail and we all know what happened last year when we got an edge rusher and he didn't play. He barely played all year, and then we lost him to free agency. Well, we signed Van Ginkel, and we were hoping he would come in and start right away. Well, Alex Lewis is reporting both Hawkinson and Vinkel jogged on ancillary practice fields during mandatory minicamp at the TCO Performance Center. Hawkinson is rehabbing from an ACL and MCL, suffered in week 16. I thought it was just the ACL. Is it the both? Then yeah. While Van Ginkel is returning from Liz Frank foot injury. That hasn't been a thing for a while. Liz Frank foot injury, which occurred in January. O'Connell has been open about both players. The Vikings don't want to rush either player back, and they prefer a longer span of health over a quicker return. The early portions of training camp should provide indications as whether either player should end up on the PUP list. So, yeah. Liz Frank injury was like catastrophic 10 years ago to players, and now it's coming to one of our free agents. Did we know about this? I assume we did, and we still go and get him. Maybe that's why he was cheaper. Maybe it's a long-term play because he signed a multiple-year contract. But I'm tired of getting injured players coming to the Vikings, or I guess to the Twins too. We have a history of signing pitchers with arm problems that we don't get to see play. But yeah, Van Ginkel, I was excited about him. This saddens me to hear that he's going to be on the PUP list potentially. And based on that injury, yeah, I think so. I think we might as well be. It's a foot injury. Liz Frank, that when back in the day when I was researching it, because there were certain players that were getting it sounded like a terrible injury. And not easily recovered from. And hopefully for Van Ginkel, it's easy. Is he comes back faster? Maybe they understand the injury better now. I don't know, but yeah, I guess if he starts on the PUP list, I mean TJ Hawkinson is. We're a little deeper at defense. We'll see. Now, one thing, Blake Cashman was asked about JJ McCarthy, and he was pretty excited about him, talking about how young he is, but yet poised, has that presence about him, handshaking everybody. He's not shy. That's the kind of thing you want to see from what potentially could be our leader in the clubhouse down the road, and hopefully for a decade or more. That's good to see. People talk are raving about JJ McCarthy. And then one last thing was, our running back from last year that got injured, and he tore his other Achilles. Now is healthy and potentially could be brought back to be with the Minnesota Vikings. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think about all these things that came out in the news this past week. I appreciate putting the comments. If you do that, you'll be entered to win a JJ McCarthy autographed jersey when it hit 3,000 subscribers. Let's go. Cue the music.
You prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. When we let them off the